What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and that notification button for movie reviews, my takes on movie reviews, as well as independent short films that I've created over the years since I believe I was 26, 27, and now here I am at 39, still making short films. If you like short films, this is the place to be. I do appreciate the support. I know I have improved over the years, and you will see that with my older films to films now. I can only continue to improve, hopefully, if I'm able to continue to make short films. I do have Celestial Echoes Remnants of the Past coming out in January. The trailer is out now. You can check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments, as well as check out Celestial Echoes Tears of the Stars and Celestial Echoes Dread of Twilight to get caught up with Remnants of the Past. Remnants of the Past is my favorite of the three so far, but I do love them all. But with this one, I wanted to be more dialogue in terms of what's going on with new characters and just the universe, the world that I've built. And I hope to create the next one, which would hopefully be the final as far as the story goes. But I might do a prequel or another spin-off before the third one or even after the third one, but maybe 4 films in total. But I know the next film, which would be the final film for that series that I've created. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to continue to make more short films. But I do like writing and acting mainly, so I might just pursue that in general for a while. But we'll see. I've been able to do both other people's short films as well as mine, because why not? If I can create, I love creating. It's just about film. I love film in general. So yeah, your support means a lot. And let's get straight to it. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Quick and to the point. 2 thumbs up. I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful film. The acting was great. I love the cast. I've never seen Jacob Elordi in anything. He played Frankenstein's monster. I thought he did a very good job with that. Oscar Isaac never misses. I love Oscar Isaac's films, and I think he's just a great actor. And so many other actors in the film. I thought it was a great film, a great take on Frankenstein's monster. And I've read the book years ago. I think it was darker and he was more violent, Frankenstein. But this take of Frankenstein, who starts off as violent, you get to see, the flashback and the build up, his story eventually, and how he becomes something that is kind of like a child, baby, a child, doesn't say much, doesn't know much, and ends up, getting smarter and learning and yearns because he's this creature, he's alone, but he yearns to eventually want somebody of his own after a while, because he develops the idea of love and realizes that his situation, he's this creature that there's no one like him, and he's going to be around for a long time, and he doesn't want to be by himself. And that's something that shows itself in the ending of the film. But I just like the theme of forgiveness. I love that the forgiveness part was at the ending. It wasn't just a revenge. It wasn't, oh, we gotta kill this creature, but there was a forgiveness, within Dr. Frankenstein and his creation. So I really love that ending of forgiveness and the theme of acceptance. We have to accept the things that come to pass and try not to create something that really shouldn't be in our control. We shouldn't have the power to do, because we are reckless. Humans are reckless, and it's a tale as old as time. You see it in a lot of films. You see in a lot of stories on TV shows. You have people creating things that shouldn't have been created because it ends up not benefiting us as much as we think, and it could just do more harm not only to us but just to the creations themselves. Where we're looking at it, oh, you belong to me because I created you. But it's like, it shouldn't be like that, because you have to have love, you have to have understanding that the things that we bring in this world, we have to have a sense of responsibility. Because when you don't have a sense of responsibility, whether it's a living or not, it will come back to haunt you. And in more ways than one. So I just love that about this film. And again, the ending was beautiful. Just that forgiveness part, and it goes to show that it was just a great take on the story in itself, and it really puts into perspective the things that even now, like I said, it's a tale as old as time. It's something that we ourselves happen to have in our lives. Just AI is an example. I've mentioned it somewhere where I was part of a play recently. I did sound design for, and it just finished its run training set, and it involves AI, but it's more of a love story. But AI, as I said, it has its benefits, but ultimately it's not gonna be great. I don't think it's gonna be great. You see it already, how it can really mess us up, and it can confuse people, and things are just, you don't know what's real, and that's just where we're at right now. And whoever created it, and you have those expanding on it and wanted to put money into it to make it a thing. It's like you're degrading humanity. You're downsizing what it is to be human and humanity, and it's what it is right now. You have robots, which can be helpful eventually, take over jobs and stuff like that. That's where it is right now, where we are. And it's just some things we shouldn't have expanded on, and that's just what it is. And I just feel like with this story, this Frankenstein's monster, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, that's something that's clearly shown. That's again, it's not like it's the first time it's shown, but it's just a reminder of the things that we should not be doing. We should not be tampering with. So I just really like that take of the story and the acting and the characters, because we all want to be able to live long. We want to be able to create something that helps us to live long or to be happy. But in the end, we just have to accept that we are human, and that's just life. At the end of the day, you're better off helping others, but just like, who wants to live immortality? Really, do you really want to live immortality on this world that is just there's just so much negative? And I'm like, nah, that doesn't work for me. So you go create you create your living, you're saving people to try to live longer or beat death. But you might actually bring them into a world where it's crap. It's not the same anymore, dystopian. So stuff like that. I mean, that's not where it is in this film, but that's just kind of like stuff like that comes into your mind. And hey, do they even have a story like that where someone created something that they're able to bring people back, and they end up bringing back people, or they able to become alive again, but end up in a dystopian world, and it's not the same. I think that would be a pretty interesting story. You where people, either they're dead or they put themselves to sleep to wake up at a time, and it's like the time that they woke up, it's not the world they thought it would be. But yeah, I'm ranting. I'm going off on a different tangent from the story, but I just love what I was able to get from this story, and just see, because it started off maybe as a typical, like, oh, I created this and now this wants to come back at me for revenge because I didn't treat it well and I tried to do this to it. And it just really changed when it became the point of view of Frankenstein's monster, because we were seeing it from Dr. Frankenstein's perspective and the story he was telling. And then when the Frankenstein's monster came back into the boat, because it was, we saw the present time, and then it went to flashback with Frankenstein, his story, the doctor, and then back to the present, where Frankenstein's monster comes back, and it looks like he's gonna, kill him, but he ends up telling his side of the story of what happened and what he's seeing. So I thought that is really where it took off for me, and then it become this typical film of Frankenstein and what's going on with these characters. So I thought it was a beautiful take. I really enjoyed it. Please check it out if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, that's why you're here, to see what I have to say about it. Or if you just like spoilers and you want another opinion or an idea to say, maybe I'll check it out myself. Thank you for watching this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I do appreciate it once again. And yeah, until next time, I think my next film will be Avatar Fire and Ash. I will give a review on that. I'm excited to see that. I can't wait. Hopefully it's good, because I would like to see the 4 and 5 that was planned originally, because I'm hearing if the third one doesn't do very well, then that's just gonna end that way. But I think he has it to where the way it ends the third one, it would be fine if the other two aren't made. But that's that. Thank you again. Until next time. Later.